everybody, 40 caliber 101 coming at you again with another live feed. Hopefully get some people in here today. I know I was going to start doing this some more, so definitely am. Don't mind the hair, it's all jacked up today. I'm going to go with a Q&A today. Hopefully some people show up, it'd be great. I'd like to give a shout out to all my sponsors out there. I'd like to give a shout out to Carver Customs, Bobby Carver and those guys. Shout out to CR Speed Holsters, Speed, Lone Wolf, Like Dot Ammo. Hopefully they become a sponsor pretty soon. I'd like to give a shout out to Emerson and Gear, Double Alpha, and all those guys. And go ahead and get that out the way. And yeah, I'm gonna do a little Q&A today. So I do a live feed. Stopped early. I'm over here in Illinois, heading up to Pennsylvania, or no, New Jersey and then Pennsylvania. Right now I'm playing some my Black Ops 3, so yeah, gonna get this taken care of today. Oh, sorry about that, I almost dropped you guys. Oh, let's people get in here. See, somebody's in here already. Hey, finally, somebody's gonna show up. So yeah.
Hey, we're approaching the comm center.
Hey, what's up, Terry?
Cleaned house.
Better make it fast. We're already getting word.
Yeah, man.
Precise weaknesses in our allied troop strength and the lead to the CP.
We're gonna be doing a little game, Black Ops 3. Just picked this up a few days ago, or actually a day ago, and now I'm going to play it for a little bit until some 200 people get in here. Yeah, apparently, so there's a way to get to my page. So if you're going online and you're looking for my page, if you're going on YouTube and you put in 40 caliber 101 in all letter connected, it'll show up. It's weird. It's the way that YouTube's algorithms are. They don't really want a lot of gun channels showing up that aren't really monetized, I guess. I don't know. It's weird, their algorithm. But what you gotta do, right, so when you put in 40 caliber 101 in all letters, I mean all combined, it'll have an option for you. It's like, do you mean 40 caliber 101 in separate? And then it says, instead of 40 caliber 101 combined, you click on that, then it'll actually show my page for some reason. Yeah, I know, it started happening about a couple of months ago, and so I noticed that has been a problem. That's pretty much the way to get to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. And if you are a subscriber, make sure you hit that notification bell. And if you're not, please subscribe and then hit that notification bell. But that's going to be the best way, of course, to hit the notification bell, and you'll be able to get my live feed pop-ups all the time. So was it stuck whenever you try to click on the live feed video? Is that where you were stuck? Because if that was the case, that was because I was... Okay, so the live feed video that I did yesterday, I ended up deleting it. It was all real sketchy and everything like that. Like I had no real good service. It was all scratchy, so I ended up deleting. That's probably why you didn't get to that video yesterday. So that's going to be the reason. But prior videos, they should be working. I don't see why they wouldn't be, unless they were the other live feed. Like I said, there were some live feed videos that I actually ended up having to delete while I was making them because of the fact that it was really bad service and everything like that. And they were, I don't know, they were weird. So, but that's where that was. So yeah, that's probably what you're trying to click on the live feeds. So. Really? My review videos. I have to check those. Oh, yeah, okay, so some of the videos might be stuck. Was it the Carver Custom video that you were looking at, or which one was it that you were looking at? Because some of them were stuck because of the fact that somebody tried to claim copyright on a couple of my videos. because of my intro music. See, I got my intro music off one of the YouTube free download sites. So you were able, so for like that were pretty much free for all, so you didn't have to pay for them. I use them as a copyright. And somebody tried to copyright one, it. Yeah, okay, that's what it is then, because it's ones that it was ones that were been copyrighted then, because if they had music in the front, they were all been filed under copyright or whatever. But it's all, it should be fixed now, because I disputed it and I won, because I actually showed where the link was, where I got the music and everything. So they should be working. And I know YouTube was also having a problem, just like Facebook, Instagram, and all those guys. They were like, the whole social media sites were all down. Like, they were having a bunch of problems. So we're like, I would get friend requests and everything like that, and they wouldn't, like, I wasn't able to click and approve them. So that's also another thing. YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and all those guys, and Twitter and everybody, they were all down. So that probably was another reason. But thanks for bringing that to my attention. Yeah, if they were slow, yeah, that's why. It was because of YouTube and everything. I thought you meant like stuck as in like they weren't working. But alright, yeah. But yeah, that's because of YouTube and everybody was down. Like I said, I know a while back some people were trying to watch my videos, and I got some emails saying that, hey, I wasn't able to watch your videos. They weren't popping up, or they were saying the contents or something like that. I was like, oh yeah, that's because they were doing. Yeah, that right there, the whole sticking part where they weren't like, they were going like really slow. That was because of YouTube was acting funny. Like I said, there was a bunch of social media, like I said, Facebook and everything was acting weird. It was like a big thing on it. It was like a blackout, like social media wise. Yeah, because I was having that problem too. I was watching like some YouTube videos or whatever, and they weren't working properly. Like they were going slow, or they were like, the words were off of the mouth, and like you would hear the video, and like it would just skip. So yeah, I am gonna go back through all my videos and re-update the clarity of them and everything like that. So I'm gonna do some of that pretty soon. It probably is. It probably is. They're like, oh, look at these people. Yeah, go on a little bit later today and check out my videos and tell me if they're, yeah, pretty much. And let me know if it's still happening, and if it is, I'll see what I can do about trying to get it fixed.
Quiet, I see you. Highlighting targets now. I'm gonna hit them with some fireflies.
Over here shooting people. I need to go back in here and get me a different gun. Yeah, thanks, man. Definitely. Also, that's another thing I want to give a shout out. You know, make sure y'all, if you're tuning in and everything, go on Facebook, look up Plastic Gun Rule Shooting Team. Like the page. All right, like the page. Yeah, that's how I practice, man. You already know. It saves money, it saves ammo. Actually, tell you the truth, if a lot of people don't know this though, but believe it or not, the way I actually practice is kind of how I believe everybody should practice, believe it or not. If you're shooting competitively, you should practice pretty much how I do it. And it saves a lot of money. You don't have to blow through ammo. Get yourself an airsoft gun, okay? Get you an air gun. and practice. Yes, I do dry fire all the time. Don't get me wrong, there'll be times where I'll be sitting there watching TV or something like that, and I'm just dry firing. I got like little tiny silhouettes I'll hang up on the wall or something like that, and I'll just dry fire with those. I'll do practice pull draws out of my holster and everything, and I'll do all that. But I actually shoot. I got an IPSC. I've got an IPSC gun that is an airsoft gun, and that's how I'll draw. It's pretty much just like a little Glock airsoft gun, but it's built the same way as my open gun. So it's exactly how it functions properly. So, but yeah, that's how I pretty much practice. So if I want to have fun and I want to shoot around and stuff, I'll go to the backyard and I'll set up like small targets or whatever, and I'll do transition. Yeah, it's kind of like it's like an airsoft gun though. It's like the little plastic pellets. It's CO2 cartridges. It has blowback action and everything like that, so it has like a small little bit of recoil. But that's pretty much how I'll practice though. Is I'll shoot airsoft in the meantime, like if I don't want to go to the range or something like that. And I'll pretty much do that. I'll practice outside, so I don't have to like drive all over the range if I want to practice or something like that. I'll just practice in my backyard. I'll set up like small little like a small little scenario, whatever, and I'll run through it and I'll time myself and everything. I've got an IPSC timer on my phone, so when it actually picks up, I put the sensitivity really low, so it'll actually pick up the airsoft fires and all that stuff like that. And that's pretty much how I practice. I don't really, so I don't have to go and blow a lot of ammo. Now, if I do want to, of course, actually go to the range, there's a range that's close to my house and I'm helping to start USPSA matches with. It's called Trinity Gun Range. They do a lot of 3-gun. Yeah, actually, I was about to say, yeah, they do have they have a Texas Star there, and they also have a double star, the swinging double stars. So they have those that you set up. But if you go to that particular range I go to, if you're ever in like Houston area, it's over in Cleveland, Texas. It's called Trinity Gun Range, and you pay like for your first 2 visits, you pay $40. You go out there with like a instructor or something like that, or like a range master, and they go out there and make sure you're doing everything right. And then after your second or third time you're there, you're doing that, you can go and pay like $20. You go out there and shoot as much as you want, and they have you can use as many of their IPSC targets you want. They have a bunch of steel and everything, because what they do is they run a lot of 3-gun out there, and that's all they run is 3-gun. I actually got to see Terran Tactical out there one time. The guys from Terran Tactical, and Keanu Reeves was out there, and they were shooting a match, like a big match, and it was pretty cool, because I went up there and I was like, what the hell's going on here? Because I knew they were getting ready for a 3-gun match, because I went out there for, getting ready for for a big match as well. I was getting ready for the Area 59. I didn't actually get to go up and meet him because he was shooting. But yeah, I saw him out there running and everything. Him and Terran Tactical. It was pretty cool. But I didn't actually get to go meet him because he was competing, and I didn't want to just like run up to him and bother him and everything like that. But it was a pretty cool experience. Oh, that dude's freaking bad. That guy is quick, and he's accurate too. So that dude's pretty badass. It was pretty exciting seeing him there. So, but yeah, because over at Trinity Gun Range, they hold big like level 3-gun matches and stuff like that. Like Jerry Michalik was out there one time. He was running a 3-gun match, and it was right after the Texas Open. Did he go like yeah, he went to Texas Open, and then he went to that 3-gun match. I went to a 3-gun match right after over in Trinity, so it was pretty cool. I know at the Henry Cup just recently, Max Michel was there, JJ Ricazza and all those guys were there. And of course, me being on the road, I didn't get to go shoot it, and I was kind of upset because I was like, holy shit, Max Michel's here. I definitely want to meet that guy. But he'll be there for Texas Open, and I'll be there for the Texas Open, so hopefully I can get some pictures of him, JJ Ricazza and all those guys. JJ's a pretty cool dude. I've talked to him a couple of times. And then BJ Norris I think BJ Norris is going to be there as well, if I'm not mistaken. He should be there. I think he signed up for the Texas Open. And Oh, definitely, man, definitely. That's gonna be no problem. And then Max, I know, like I said, Henry Cup, Max Michelle was there, his dad was there, and his grandfather was there, all shooting. Jerry Michelik's going to be there for the Texas Open. Lena's going to be there, and then of course Max Michelle's going to be there again. And Max Michelle Senior's always there. I talked to that guy many a times. He's pretty cool. Me and him were on the same shooting. We were actually on the same squad whenever I shot the Area 59 championship match and the Limcat match. But yeah, it was a pretty exciting thing, you know, getting to see him. But like I said, I go out there and yes. Doug's I've seen a couple of Doug's videos. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Like I said, I'm gonna help those guys out, actually get started getting the USPSA and everything like that. So they're trying to get all their qualifications and their stuff so they can actually host big matches like that. So I went out there, and like I said, that's where I normally go out to and actually practice to get ready for a big match. I'll be out there, I'll pay the $25 or $20, whatever it is. And the cool thing is, like $25, you can shoot as many guns as you want. You can go to the rifle range, pistol range, go down below, down to the training area and actually shoot the training area and the 3 guns. They have an archery range there. They have shotguns and all that. So, but yeah, it's a pretty cool place to shoot around at. So that's why, like I said, that's normally where I go, my local range. But what's up with this stupid thing? I also talked to the missus. Yeah, definitely come move text, man. I also talked to the missus, man. I'm going to be taking a trip down up to Rhode Island pretty soon. So we're going to be going up there. We're going to shoot that wall of steel. So I talked to her. She actually agreed. It'll be a couple of months, though, because the baby, the new baby, the second baby, is due by the 10th of April. So within a couple of weeks, like 3 weeks or whatever, our second child is due. So that'll be, like I said, it'll be a couple of months, probably within like 5 or 6 months. We'll be heading up there. We're gonna take a little trip. So plus I want to get some rock lobster. If you didn't. Fall walls, they're going. Oh, it's like one of the big events up there. August. Yeah, that's about what time we're gonna be heading up there, most likely. So around August, September area. So we're definitely gonna. I'll definitely hit y'all up. I'll post it on Facebook and everything like that when I'm heading up there. Because I got the dates. They sent me the dates, so that's good. But yeah, I told the missus, I'm like, hey, I want to go to Rhode Island and go shoot some steel up there. And she's like, okay. And I was like, oh, sweet. Didn't have to beg or nothing. She's like, okay. I was like, I was happy. So now the way the wall is still. Oh yeah, definitely I am. Now the wall is still, right? Is it like a squad gets lined up and they shoot as much steel down as possible, and it's like all y'all compete at one time to shoot down the same amount of steel, or all the steel, and have to beat another team? Is that what that is? Like it's a pretty much race to finish, I guess. So you get like 30 pieces of steel, and the whole team has to shoot them down, and like the fastest time possible, and like the time is strictly for that team, or is it like individual people? Kind of like what they do at okay, so 6 stages, but is it individually? Okay, so it is individual. Okay, so all right. And you have like, is it like where you have, say, a minute to shoot like, you know, 60 pieces of steel or 30 pieces or 40 pieces of steel, something like that? Like you have a slotted amount of time to shoot as much steel as you can. Yeah, so it's like a USPSA match where you stay with your own squad. So it's 90-second par time, okay. And what does the average still look like? Like how many still in each stage? Oh, so that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all. See, I haven't shot a still match, oh god, in a long time. Last still match I shot was back in 2015, and it was over in Coppers Cove, Texas. They had the Coppers Cove Pistol Club out there. So 4 to 10 inches. What's the distances like? Up to 25. Is it up to 25 yards max, or is it like USPSA where it's up to 35 yards? 35. Oh, okay. 35, 50. That's not far at all. Oh my god. Yeah, that'll be easy to run through. Yeah, somebody posted my what is it, Ray, I think, who was posted my channel up on the page. And he's like, hey, you saw what he said, right? Some plates are open center. Oh, okay, sweet. All right. So it's like silhouettes with a open center, and you knock the. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they posted it on the page. Posted my channel on the page. Like, go watch him. He's cool, and he shoots average. I'm like, average? Come on, man. I'm like, average. I'm starting to gloat my own boat over. I'm starting to toot my own horn. I got like a little offended. I was like, average? Come on. I thought I shot like a fart in a hurricane, you know, fast, but average, damn. That right there was a challenge. That was a challenge, is what that was. He was calling me out, so calling me out. It's all right. Hey, those matches, are they on practice score? Because if they're on practice score, I'll go ahead and set up my reservation for one of them. Aw, damn. So how do you get in there? Do you just call them up and be like, or go up there and be like, you know, I want to shoot the wall of steel or whatever? Is that how you do it? You just walk up there like kind of like if you show up late for like a IPSC match or something like that, you just have to pay like a range fee. So, okay, I'll have to check out the website then, because I googled it and I saw what it was and I was like, okay. I never actually went on the website, but I'll have to check it out. What a credit card? How much is it to get in to shoot the match? Is it like 25, 35 bucks or something like that? Oh, 60 for one gun, 120. All right, that's cool. I only shoot open anyways. Well, I can't say it anymore because I'm working on my limited gun. Finally, might be getting into limited pretty soon, and production. And I hate to say it, I'm gonna have to get a PCC gun because those guys are just dominating to the point where it's unfair for those guys. Speaking of PCC, just to let everybody know, if you haven't been following USPSA rules and all that stuff like that, they're actually going to be taking PCC out of the competitor line. It's going to be its own particular shooting because PCC guys have too much of an advantage over other shooters because they can have an unlimited amount of rounds in their magazine. So you got these guys who have like, you know, you can have a 100 round or 200 round drum and shoot the whole match like that. And it's got to the point where it was too much of an advantage over everybody else. Yeah, PCC start, like I said, becoming its own thing, but like I say, it's going to be taken out of the regular USPSA matches. And it's going to be its own particular match setup. Because like I said, those guys come in and they're just dominating. So they're shooting minor, but yet they're scoring higher than open guys because of the fact that they, you know, like I said, they can have a limited amount of rounds they want. So you got guys with like 50 round mags, like with the double Glock mags and stuff with the extension attached to them. So it pretty much gives them 50 rounds. And some guys come out with like 100, you know, 150, 200 round drums and are shooting these matches and just going, like, they just slap in that 200 round drum and they just dominate the round. So they don't have to reload or anything like that. So they're getting, and like I said, you know, they got the big ass red dot on top. Some people have even scopes and everything on there, and they're just, you know, they can go a little bit slower, but most of those guys are quick and they're just racking it. They don't have to draw from a holster or anything like that. So those guys are doing that. And then I found out recently, I think it was about a year ago. Yeah, it was about a year ago. I haven't done it in a while shooting IDPA, okay? So it's like production 10 max. So it's like 10 per mag. Oh, that sucks. I'm not a big fan of that. Okay. So it's like shooting production. That's how some matches are, like, that's how some matches are over in where I shoot Area 59. Like the first Sunday of every month, it's called the Open Carry Challenge. So what it is for guys who are just coming in to shoot. I mean, I go there just to practice, get some rounds down range. But everybody shoots minor. It doesn't matter if you're shooting major or not. All of it's classified as minor. It doesn't matter what the round, and it's max of 10 rounds per mag. So pretty much production rules. You can shoot open though, but it's only production rules, and everybody's considered production even if you have an open gun. But it's 10 rounds max, and so people can get used to shooting it. So it's a pretty good little thing. But yeah, if you shoot, like, if you have a 90-second time limit and you have 30 pieces of steel and you can only have 10 rounds each, yeah, you're gonna have to focus a lot. But like I said, also, like I said, I was saying though, IDPA is also doing this as well. Well, they actually already started it, allowing carry optics now, because carry optics has been a big thing coming up in the ranks, especially when shooting, like especially when steel carries and stuff like that, and self-defense. Carry optics has been a big thing. Putting a red dot on it is now like the biggest thing ever. And IDPA finally allowed red dots inside their matches, which is pretty cool. Most people are starting to do that now. So now you got carry optics in IPSC and USPSA, and you also get carry optics now in apparently IDPA. One of my buddies went and shot his first IDPA match with his carry optics. Yeah, it was a big thing. A lot of people were actually pissed off about it, believe it or not, but some people were like, this is it's the new thing that's come out. People aren't just carrying iron sights, they're carrying red dots now. So it's a little more tactical. So they're like, yeah, okay, we'll bring it into the matches, and they finally did. And now that's dominating real big. So like I said, one of my buddies went and shot his first, as soon as it became illegal. Yeah, IDPA has way too many rules. That's the only reason I do not shoot IDPA anymore. I've never been disqualified or anything. Knock on wood, I've never been disqualified from any matches. But I did lose out on a stage once because I failed to empty a mag. Yeah, knock on wood, not yet. I am so excited about that. That's one of the biggest accomplishments so far. I know they, in Marshall's Law, anything bad can happen will happen, but so far I'm always good about not breaking the 180, unloading downrange, making sure everything is unloaded before I show and clear, You know, I'm big on the safety, so I think that's one reason that I haven't got disqualified. So even like there was one time I actually slipped and fell. I slipped in on some loose gravel and fell, and it was crazy because I fell down, but I kept my pistol downrange and finger out of the trigger. So I got back up and I kept running. It was pretty cool. I was like, man, I thought I was gonna get disqualified, but no, finger out of the trigger well when I fell, and of course the gun was pointing down range, and I was good. But I failed to empty a mag because IDPA, you have to shoot every single round in your magazine, all the way to lockback, and I didn't do that on the last mag I loaded. I went behind cover, I dropped the mag, reloaded real quick, and I went back out and I finished the match. And when we were going back through the stages and picking up my mags, there was a mag that still had one round in it, and they're like, well, this stage is a bust for you. And I'm like, why? And they're like, because you failed to empty a mag. And I was like, that's fucking stupid. I'm like, that is so fucking dumb, because in a real tactical situation, if I have 5 fucking rounds in a mag that carries 15, you know, and I need a fresh reload, I'm going to fresh reload to have more rounds, and I'm just going to tactical reload, and I'm just going to drop that mag into my fucking belt line, or just drop it on the ground, or keep it, you know, with me. That's what I'm going to do. But I got that particular stage got thrown out for me. So that went against me, and of course I lost the match. So after that, right there, I quit shooting IDPA, and it was fucking, that was it. I was done. I was like, IDPA is just stupid. You know, I like to have a fresh reload every time, like, but one fucking round is what killed it. One round. I should have took one extra shot with that fucking mag, but it was easier for me to reload than shooting it, locking it back, reload, dropping the mag, reload it, and then releasing the slide. You know, it would have wasted more time doing that, but they didn't see it that way. So yeah, IDP has some shitty rules. I freaking hate them. You know. Yeah, it is fun, but like, yeah, they are fun matches though, because they have different kinds of scenarios. Like, you be sitting in a freaking boat and everything, and you have like you have a paddle in your hand. You have to drop it down, reach down inside underneath in like a box, pull out your pistol, load it up and everything, and start shooting. They've got all kinds of crazy scenarios. And then one of my buddies I was shooting with, he got a match, his stage thrown out as well, because he failed to do closest to further when shooting, left to right, closest to further. He went from, yeah, it's easy until the buzzer goes off. Then you get that adrenaline rush and you fucking screw everything up because you forget what you're gonna do. That buzzer kills everybody. But I was sitting there, like, I was sitting there watching him, and he started shooting, and he shot left to right, but he was shooting left out and then out in instead of, you know, alternating from closest to furthest. And that match got thrown out as well for him as well, and that sucked, because that dude right there was an expert in IDPA. So he was quick, and he was accurate too. So slice the pie, yes. Always slice the pie, especially I catch myself doing that sometimes, even with shooting IPSC and USPSA. Like, I'll slice the pie if I'm coming around. I'll slice the pie, and I fucking hate it, because I was like when I first started off, I caught myself doing that. I was like, oh fuck, I'm not doing IDPA, I'm doing USPSA, and I caught myself doing that. Now shooting, you know, USPSA and stuff, it's a whole lot more faster and more running, and trying to get from point A to point B as quick as possible. I see a lot of guys messing up. Like, they'll see like a long stage to be grouped out, and they think they have to actually go around the boxes and just to go around. But I'm like, you don't have to do that. You know, you can just cut from 1A straight from here to run across. You don't have to stay in the box. You just run across the open area. Just don't engage while you're out of the shooting line, of the firing line, you know. And they're like, oh yeah, you know. And then they'll actually start doing it, and then they start seeing their time speed up, you know. There's, you know, trying to, you know, you if it gives you an inch, take a mile. That's how I tell them. You know, if you see an inch, take it and take a mile, because that one little, because you running from there to there might be, you know, 2 seconds. They're having to run it all the way around, but you've running from there straight across might take half a second, and now you got extra time and more time to steady it with your shots and everything. And now you're saving time. And you're getting more accurate shots out because you're able to get steadier faster. And then also, another thing I tell a lot of people too, especially when shooting, if you're going to a match, watch all the other guys too. Do your walkthroughs, okay? Do your walkthroughs, because whenever I go shooting and I'm up in a match, they give you 5 minutes at the beginning of every match. Most matches, unless you're shooting at the World Shoot, or not World Shoot, but Nationals, then they throw some crazy shit on you sometimes. You don't know what the fuck's going to go on. But normally at every match, you get 5 minutes. Everybody does to walk the stage, and you see a lot of guys in the back. You know, they'll walk it once or twice, and then they'll go sit down and be like, "Okay, I'm good." Hell no! Until that 5 minutes is up, walk that stage. Always walk that stage, and walk it same time every time. Don't change up anything. And then, of course, whenever you're getting ready to shoot, everyone else is taping, so you have an extra time to walk it again. So keep walking the stage. And whenever you're not shooting, you're watching everybody else shoot. Watch how they're doing it, and see if they're doing it kind of like you are. But don't ever change up your way you run in it, because as soon as you start changing stuff in your head, it's going to screw you up. It's happened to me multiple times. That's like a big rookie move, and I've done it multiple times. I still do it to this day. Like, I'll see some of the higher GMs and everything, like quick guys like my buddy Spencer Stein. That dude's a beast. Check him out, by the way, on YouTube. He's a freaking nature, man. That dude's quick. But I'll sit there, I'll walk a stage, and I'll say how he does it, and I'll be like, that seems like a lot quicker. Let me try it that way. And then it fucks me up. And I completely messed up my whole synchro. If I would do it the same way I was doing it through the walkthrough, I probably would have, you know, got, if not at the same time, a better time and better hits, and not fuck up on anything. Because I did that once before, and I ended up missing a target, and I had to run all the way back because I messed up my walkthrough. But like I said, I walk as many times as I can within the 5 minutes, and then whenever it's my time to shoot, when everyone else is taping, I'll walk it. And then even after, you know, while people were taping, like, I'll tape up and everything, and then in my head, like, you know, I'm walking the line as I'm taping to know exactly where I'm going. So I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go this way, and then we'll go over here, and then I'll tape the targets and everything while at the same time simultaneously walking it through in my head to know exactly where I need to put my feet, where I need to reload, where my next footing needs to go, where my transitions are, and everything like that. You cannot walk a stage too much. You know, that's just how I look at it. You cannot walk a stage too much, because as soon as you start walking, you know, because those guys, like, now I see guys like that, they'll walk it once or twice and that'll be it, and then they'll go through the stage and they'll fuck up because they forgot how they walked it, because they're not constantly doing it. You know, I'll tire myself out pretty much walking the stages. As soon as I get up there, I don't even have to think about it. It becomes like second nature. You know, you're doing it so much over and over again, like insanity, right? Technically, I consider it insanity because I'm doing the same thing over and over again, you know, expecting different results, but it ends up being the same. So as soon as I go out there, it's like second nature. I'll draw that pistol. It doesn't matter if the buzzer goes off or not. I already know how I'm doing it. So as soon as I draw that holster, my pistol from the holster is like instant. I'll automatically run this way or run that way, and, you know, so on and so forth. And then I'll run it exactly as I walked, and then I'm done, and I'm like, holy shit, I didn't realize I did it the same way. You know, and then I look at my hits are good, my time's good. And that's just my point of view, especially when walking to say, you know, getting ready to shoot a match. Because you'll see all those bigger shooters, like those big GMs and everything like that, the guys who've been shooting a long time, they'll do the same thing. They'll walk as many times as they can and get down those repetitions. And those guys, they're deadly, especially on a match. Those guys are fucking freaks of nature. Need some more juice. Good. Oh man. Got up to like 4 o'clock this morning. I'm freaking tired. And also another thing I can't wait to get. Oh yeah, they made me jealous too. And then like when I see the guys in real life shooting, I'm like, you mother suckers. I'm like, I want to be like that, you know. But those guys, a lot of those guys, you know, that shoot on TV and stuff, you know, it's crazy because they're like, that's all they do. They get paid for that, you know, so they don't have to have like a full-time job like myself, you know. Yeah, I get sponsored stuff, but I don't get paid for it. Sometimes, yeah, I'll get like free merch and stuff like that, like gear and, you know, ammo and stuff like that, but not to the point where I get paid for it. So of course everything comes out of my own pocket. That's the only crappy part. So, you know, they have all the time in the world. You know, they got like big ranches and stuff. They can set up match stuff. So that's what I can't wait to get my new house and get all my land, because I'm gonna start setting them, you know, stages and stuff so I can start getting better. But that's what those guys do. Those guys, all they do is freaking shoot every day. Jerry Minchalak, he says himself, he's on this as soon as the sunrise. He goes out after he eats breakfast. He'll go out and he'll be on the range from start to finish. He says what he does is he'll go out there and he'll run a quick run, and if he likes it and it's worked for him, he'll go home. All right, because the first one's the only one that counts. The first run's the only one that counts on the stage. But you know, if he doesn't like it, then, you know, he'll practice and practice and practice. But if he gets up, goes out, and he does it the first time go, he won't touch it no more. But he has that ability, of course. That dude's like picks up anything and he can shoot. I mean, he's definitely a freak of nature. Wish I was that. I was when I get that old, I can shoot. So true story. And that's the good thing about getting sponsorships and everything. You know, working with sponsors and stuff. You know, like ammo. You know, you get free ammo, of course. Like Jerry, he gets as much ammo as he wants. He doesn't have to pay for fucking shit. But yeah, you're right. It does take a lot of money. You know, they say, you know, you have to become a millionaire shooting, right? You got to start off as a billionaire, and that's how you become a millionaire. So, because the gear itself and everything is all, you know, it costs money and it's expensive. Blowing through ammo ain't cheap. When I was with Atlanta Arms, yeah, I did. I got free ammo when I was sponsored through Atlanta Arms, and they would send me, if I was going to like a big match, like level 2 or higher, they would send me free ammo. But then I dropped my sponsorship with them because I've been trying to get on with Black Dot Ammunition. And if I do get on with those guys, then yeah, if I go to matches stuff, like big matches and stuff like that, then yeah, they'll send me free ammo. But there was a time where I was trying to shoot for Blazer Brass, because Blazer, you know, they're a bulk ammo, whatever. You can get it at like Walmart and stuff like that. But I never had a problem with their ammo. Their ammo was, you know, accurate, and I liked it, so I shot it. And I contacted them one time. I was like, hey man, I want to get some of y'all's ammo. You know, I shoot a lot of matches. I shoot minor right now. You know, I shoot minor and everything because I'm working on getting me a major sponsor. But you know, I want to get some ammo from y'all and see if I can, you know, so I can go to matches and stuff and get some more practice in. And they're like, oh yeah, we'll take care of it. They ended up sending me like 1,000 rounds or something like that for free, just because I contacted them. I really don't know. I've never actually asked. Believe it or not, I've never asked. I know being on the shooter team, you know, you do get some perks, but I haven't really asked exactly what the perks are. I know, like, we go to SHOT Show, I get in SHOT Show and all that stuff. I know if we go shoot like big matches all together, like I know if we go shoot like big matches and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken, they pay partial. I don't know. I gotta really ask. I haven't asked all the perks yet. Like I said, I pretty much don't bother them. I just rep their name and everything, rep their gun, and shoot everything. But I know they do send out some gear if you ask for like a hat and stuff like that. I know they'll send out some gear and shit. But you know, that's a good question. I need to ask Bobby about that and see what all we all get, because I might be missing out on a lot of shit. I know with my friend Audrey Boone, we call her Pumpkin. That's our little sister, pretty much. She, I know she does giveaways for Bobby, and like he'll send her gear, and she'll do like giveaways and stuff like that. And she's a little beast, I tell you what. She just started college just recently too, but she actually won the Gunny Challenge, $3,000 for first prize. She won the Gunny Challenge. She took first place in the Glock shootout. She took just recently, I think she took third place also in the Glock shootout, and then her dad Tony took second. But and those right there were $1,000 and like $2,000 checks for them because they took second and third. But but she took $3,000 for that. So yeah, she's fast, and she's bad. I tell you what, that little girl can shoot. I say little, she's only like, she's like 21 or whatever, but she is freaking crazy quick. But now she's about to have a baby. She's pregnant and everything. I like to say congratulations to her. But even being the way she, being pregnant, she still goes out and shoots. She's like on it with bad kid. I tell you what, and she shoots limited. So yeah, she's a freak of nature too. That girl can shoot. I tell you what, she's like Lena Michalak. I tell you that. She was fast. But yeah, she was doing she does giveaways and stuff. So I know she did a giveaway about 6 months ago for Bobby. She gave away some mag base plates, some extensions, a couple of guide rods with some wolf springs, and a few other things here and there. Some magazines and stuff like that. So, but I do need to contact. Actually, I'm gonna do that too. I'm gonna contact Bobby Carver and get some gear. I'm gonna try to get some gear from him to. Yeah, they are. And I'm gonna get some gear. I'm gonna try to do a giveaway pretty soon. If I can get enough people to actually, I'm gonna post a video or whatever, and if I can get some people to actually like it, I'm gonna do a random drawing. I'm gonna do a random drawing and do a giveaway pretty soon. So, and even if I have to pay out of my own pocket, I don't care. I'll still do the giveaway because I definitely want to do that. Oh man. I gotta sit up. If I get lay down too much, I'm gonna fall asleep. So they actually did give a gun away just recently. What was a match gun? They gave it was at the Nationals. Yeah, it was the Nationals. The USPSA and IPSC World Nationals. They ended up giving away to the top shooter. Yeah, I'm in my truck. I'm on the road still, so I won't be home till next Friday. Finally. But at Nationals they did give away a custom gun. But I agree, I think they do need to give a gun away, do like a drawing or something like that. That'd be pretty cool. I'll talk to them about all that stuff too. Yeah, I'm in my truck. Let's see if I can flip this camera around. Give you my view right now. So I got my mini fridge, my PS4, my microwave. I'm in my truck. Well, yeah, they gave away a limited gun, and it was custom just for the World Shoot. So, or not World Shoot, but the Nationals. Yeah, he does need to give away a gun. He needs to give me a gun. I talked to him before. I was like, "Hey man, let me get a free gun, man. I want to get a limited gun." He was like, "All right, I got you, bro." And he's gonna give me a big discount on it too. So he's like, "I wish I can give out free guns just to everybody. That'd be pretty cool." I was like, "Well, I'm gonna help you get some buyers and stuff. And if I get enough revenue, I want a free gun." He's like, "I take care of you." Yeah, I saw that limited gun, dude. That thing is clean. That attachment to the front that has the thumb rest, is that a SJC front weight with a built-in thumb rest? Because I was thinking about doing that, but because I shoot a double alpha holster, that won't fit for my holster. I would have to get one of the CR Speed holsters, which I've got one. It was for my my other open gun I used to have. It was made for a 2011 or 1911, and then I took the plates out and I made it, and I used it for my my open gun if I decide to, you know, not want to use my as a backup, pretty much, if something happens to my double alpha. So yeah, it looked pretty heavy. Yeah, it keeps the front weight down because it acts pretty much like a compensator does. So it keeps the front end down, so there's not a lot of flickering. So muzzle flip. Yeah, it's supposed to be heavy, but like I said, I would have to send in my CR Speed holster to get it modified, because you could buy them from Bobby for like $149 for the holster already pre-modified, or you can send your holster in and get it modified, and they just pretty much mill it down to where it actually fits. But I didn't want to do that. I like to use my my double alpha, so that right there wouldn't work for my double alpha. It would hit. So, but and double alpha sends out free gear too if you're sponsored by them. Like I got a free hat. I got a hat, and I've also got the shooting team sleeves. If you ever look at any of my videos, you'll see my sleeves and everything from double alpha. And I'm working on getting another holster pretty soon. They got the new double alpha holster that just came out with a magnet. I can't remember exactly which one it is. I want to try to get that one. That's something I'm getting pretty soon. I'm getting a couple more things from double alpha pretty soon. So yeah, if you got the CR Speeds, like I said, they're nice. Don't get me wrong, I love them. I just feel like I draw faster in my double alpha than I do with my CR. Because I've had it stick once in my CR. That's why I use it as a backup. It got stuck one time. It didn't want to disengage. It ended up being some dirt or some shit. Or I don't know what it was my my lock wasn't disengaged all the way, and was barely touching it. So when I tried to pull it, it wouldn't come all the way out. And I was like, what the heck? And then I noticed my lock wasn't all the way back, so it kind of blocked it. So it kind of upset me. It made me mad, and so I end up like I said, I just use my double alpha. I've had no problems with it. I've got the magnetic insert, so it's a lot nicer. It's a lot smoother too. But I'm gonna get another one because that one's starting to get all worn and torn. So it goes through a lot of wear and tear. The paint and stuff's coming off. It's starting to no longer show red. It's showing like silver. The coating's coming undone, so I'm gonna get another one. But yeah, the CRs are pretty nice. Like I said, I got like an old model too. I'm talking about like not the CR Speed 2. I'm talking about I got the original, like very old. I have had that thing since 2014 when I first started shooting. When I originally started shooting, that thing's old. So it's like, yeah. It's gone through some wear and tear too, but like I said, I use it as a backup now. So I had a Ghost holster at one time, and I loved that damn thing. I ended up selling it a while back, and then I was like, you know what? I want to get another Ghost holster, and I forgot how freaking expensive they are. Holy crap! I think it was like $300 for that holster that I was gonna get. And I was like, no, I'll just get one from Double Alpha, and it'll be a whole lot cheaper. And it's like $140 or whatever. No. After, yeah, I think it was after my discount, it ended up being like $150 or something like that. So, and I ended up getting the original one before they made the magnetic insert. Then I ended up buying the magnetic insert because they just popped right in. So, and then if you ever look up Emerson Gear, I run their holster as well, and it's pretty much. Yeah, like I said, CR is good, man. I love their holsters. You know, they sponsor. They're one of Carver Custom sponsors. So, you know, like I said, I have no problem with them. I said that one hiccup. That was, like I said, it was my fault, but I didn't want that to happen anymore. So I was like, I'm not going to use it right now. Like I said, I'll use it as backup. But I also use the Emerson Gear holster as well, and it's pretty much it's the same design as a Double Alpha, so it will take a Double Alpha inserts. So I do have the magnetic inserts for that for the Emerson as well, and it's actually a lot cheaper than the Double Alpha holsters. And I didn't have to do any modifications for it at all. So like I said, I just popped in a Double Alpha insert, and it fits right away. And like it fits, like it's a straight on bolt on. And I'll use that too. I'll use that if I don't feel like pulling out my other rig or something. So that's like the one I'll always keep around. So, but I've got a couple of holsters. Got more holsters than I've got pistols, I swear. Oh man. And the only thing I really hated about that was shooting Double Alpha and stuff like that is with a Glock. Like the Gen 3s fit a lot more snug than in the Gen 4s. Okay, so I have one 140 millimeter, and then I have the rest are 170s. So the 140 holds 24 rounds, the 170s hold 27 rounds. And that's the good thing about shooting open, so you can have up to 170 millimeters. So I like I said, I take a mile. You know, I'll take the mile. They give me a little bit, I'll take the mile. So, like I said, I use the 140 as a first round load, and then I'll take the 170 mags, and I'll, you know, my big sticks, and then I'll start with those, and then I'll use my 140 as a last resort, and that's pretty much what I use my 140 for. But I very rarely use my 140. Like I said, it's just a first round insert, and well, of course I do use it whenever I'm shooting like Steel Challenge or something like that. And I'll do it that way. So, like, I will use it then, but most of the time I use that mag to insert one round, and then that'll give me 27 plus 1. Now with those mag extensions, you do have to break them in, because when I first got them, I was only able to put in 26 rounds max, and they're able to hold 27. I was only able to put like 20. No, I was only able to put 25 in. They were so stiff, and so I actually had to get a speed loader to be able to get the other 2 rounds in, and they finally broke in enough to where I can just hand load them now. But I still use my speed loader. So I think that's because Rhode Island has a mag limit, right? Y'all have a round limit even on in your state, right? It's like, even your if you're carrying or whatever, it's only. Sorry about that. So yeah, I think Rhode Island's one of those. Y'all have like actually, it's kind of like California where you have a magazine limit, right? I know a lot of those northern states like that. I know New York and all those, like you're only allowed to have a 10-round mag anyways. Also, Rhode Island is no limit. Okay. Oh, that's right. It's Connecticut. Yeah. Damn commies. Sorry, I was trying to call me. That was no bueno. Hang on, you're about to take a little trip. I gotta unravel this stuff. I got so many wires and everything. I need to reorganize my wire setup. Trying to put it on charge. My phone's about to die. There we go. So, yeah. So I thought Rhode Island had a mag limit, but that works. Son of a biscuit. Yeah, I'm heading up to New Jersey. Head toward that way tomorrow. Actually, I'm heading up there already on my way over there. Freaking gotta be there on the 17th at like 1 o'clock in the morning. If you ever get into trucking, be prepared not to sleep. Be able to drive all through the night and day. That's the only crappy part. And I gotta be in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on the 17th at like 7 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I think that's the crappy thing. That's like that's why I don't ever go to matches in California and stuff like that. Like I refuse to go to matches in California. Now that's why like I know what is it the World Shoot Steel Challenge matches. They used to be held in California. Now they're held in like where is it? Nevada, because the whole mag situation, like the gun nuts and all the other freaking activists and everything like that, those freaking anti-gun people, they screwed it up. But either way, that's why I never really went to the World Shoots and stuff like that. I think I might be losing connection too. But yeah. Oh, it's not you. I think it might be me. The video's a little scratchy. Yep. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get off this video because I gotta go to bed pretty soon because I gotta wake up early. So, yeah, man. Thanks for showing up for this live feed, man. I'll probably do another one either tomorrow or the day after. I'll post it on the page. Hopefully, some more people show up. I saw we have like we've gotten 60, 70 people now that like the page. Hopefully, they start showing up to these videos. That make it a lot more interesting. I get more questions and stuff. You know, I'm gonna definitely have to force those guys. Get some more subscribers too. Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in. So, but well, anyway, I'm gonna stop the video. You know, share, like the channel and everything like that. For all those who are gonna watch this later, make sure you like the video, like the channel, subscribe. Just help me out there, man. Help everybody out there, everybody that shows up later. Help me out. Help me get some more subscribers. Try to hit 1,000 pretty soon. I'm almost there. But thank y'all for showing up.